I'm in FL Studio. Okay. Well, since we're in FL Studio, I might as well show you my song. Bum, bum. Bread. So what do you think of that song? Do you think it's good? I need opinions. Right, so you're here for FNaF 2, aren't you? I don't know if this will be in the full screen format or the regular format. I'll just have to... Oh, here we go. Oh. It's in the... so I don't have to do any... Okay. So, hopefully you've seen the, oh yeah, yeah, that's... Oh, I will have to address the, PNG tuber thing. Hold on. Oh. Okay, so, yeah, I'm a PNG tuber now. Yeah. Oh, wait, what? Oh, okay, still there, I think. Yeah, look, okay. So, just remember, I'm a PNG tuber now. So, let's just do night 5. Also, we're gonna continue the trend of watching the game theory video every time I get to night 5. Phone guy.
Oh, hey, good job, night 5. Hey, keep a close eye on things tonight, okay? From what I understand, the building is on lockdown. No one is allowed in or out, you know. Especially concerning any previous employees.
3, 4,
When we
5.
get it all sorted out, we may move you to the day shift.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Available. We don't have a replacement for your shift yet, but we're working on it. We're gonna try to contact the original restaurant owner.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Red Bear's Family Diner or something like that. It's closed for years, though. I doubt we'll be able to track anybody down. So just get through one more night. Hang in there. Good night.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Why did I count to 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I'm dead. I'm dead. One, two, three, 4, 5. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hello, something in Japanese. I don't have time to read that. I can read Japanese. Samantha Preston said hi, apparently. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Five. 3, 4, 5. Okay. I think we're 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I think Balloon Boy's there. Okay. Okay, Balloon Boy's still there. Yes! Yes! First try! First try! First try! Jeremy Fitzgerald, $100.50. Welcome to the family, Fazbear Entertainment. Wait, is that 11th of 1987? Wait. If I die, is it the bite of 87? Is it the bite of 87 if I die? 1 star. Oh my god, there's a 6th night. Oh my god, there's a 6th night. I didn't know. Okay. let's react to the game theory video. Times change. What the hell? What is that video? Why is Dano doing a stream titled Times Change? I don't know. But that's not what we're here for. We're here for game theory FNaF in order. And we're FNaF 2 Killer Exposed. Here we go.
Hello, and welcome to the new and improved Five Nights at Freddy's 2 video. I'm here to answer any questions the game may have left unanswered. The game's developer, he's, a pretty
okay.
tricky guy.
Is he?
Don't worry, though. We'll get everything cleared up. Oh, and, watch out for the puppet.
Hello, Internet, and welcome to Game Theory.
The show that promises not to include any more gratuitous jump scares, unless that's just what I want you to think, so I can lull you into a false sense of security and scare you again. But I wouldn't do that. I'll just let the uncertainty of whether a jump scare is going to happen or not drive you insane for the rest of this episode. Man, I love reverse psychology. You know what else I love? These games! Not because I'm freaked
Same! I also love these games. Continue.
out by the rosy-cheeked, tingle-looking, emotionally dead animatronics.
Tingle mentioned! Tingle mentioned!
Well, Balloon Kid is pretty messed up, but whatever. No, what I appreciate about these games is the level of thought that went into every element of the story. When you create a game that has people rage debating about whether it's a sequel or a prequel, you've definitely done something right. Unless that was never your intent, in which case you've done something horribly, horribly wrong. Anyway, the point is, Five Nights at Freddy's 2 looks to be everything you'd want in a sequel.
It's a prequel. Cause, I remember Matt Pat said, it was like the 90s or something. Cause that's when that was like the minimum wage. So this has to be before that, otherwise it would be even more minimum wage. Unless they were like paying like a lot, but I don't know. Continue!
More cameras, more danger, and more fan. Oh, the fan. But that also comes with
Why is Bro scared of the fan? The fan's not even that scary.
more questions. Questions about the game's lore. And while others will provide you with the jump scares, I provide you with what everyone really wants, answers. Well, maybe not everyone. What an elite, educated subset of you really want, answers. So grab
Yes, that is what we want. We want answers.
yourselves a slice of Freddy Fazbear's signature pizza, cause we're about to dig in. Ugh. Tastes like cardboard. Let's get the big one out of the way first. Is the game a sequel or a prequel? And
Prequel!
what I mean by that is, contrary to popular belief, just because it has a big 2 slapped next to the name doesn't automatically mean the game comes after the first one in a timeline sense.
Yes. For example, Phantom Menace, Star Wars Phantom Menace, that comes before. That comes before Return of the Jedi, even though it was released after.
It's a sequel, yes, but it tells a prequel story. Take, for instance, these all-time classics. Psycho 4, The Beginning, Lion King 1.5, and the actual all-time classic, Godfather Part 2. All of them sequels that just so happen to also be prequels. It's not
I don't think I've seen any of those. Well, like, maybe I've seen Lion King, but, like, that's about it. I don't know what The Godfather is. I don't know what Psycho is. Yes, sue me.
actually exclusive. So where's Five Nights at Freddy's 2 fit in? Knowing it's
Don't actually sue me, actually. If you suck at sarcasm like me, please don't.
place in the timeline is crucial for understanding its story. Well, to figure that out, let's focus on the paycheck you receive at the end of your 5th night. The date places the events of the game in 1987, a whole 6 years ahead of when we determined the first game took place in our first video. Sounds like a prequel, but we found that date in the first game by calculating Mike Schmidt's hourly pay and comparing that to the minimum wage of the 90s. If Scott Coffin, the game's developer, is just picking random numbers for the payments, this bit of evidence would be meaningless. Except that he's not. At the end of Five Nights
He's not? Whoa.
2, you get paid $100.50. Divide that by the 30 hours worked, and you get $3.35 an hour, the exact minimum wage for 1987, which means that us using minimum wage
So they pay exactly minimum wage. Cool.
calculations to identify the year of Five Nights 1 is a perfectly valid way to prove it, and shows that it takes place after the events of Five Nights 2. Still don't believe me? Players brave enough to survive the extra night 6 are rewarded with a bonus check and a newspaper clipping that says the toy robots are getting scrapped, and that the old ones are going into storage for a new, smaller scale version of the restaurant. That would explain why the old
Whoa. Wait.
models reappear in Five Nights 1, and the toy models don't. And notice how it mentions a smaller version of the restaurant. The building in Five Nights 1 is significantly smaller than
Whoa.
the setting of Five Nights 2. Need more evidence? What about the fact that on the first night in the office, the phone guy explains that the robots used to walk around during the day just like they do in Five Nights 2, but not anymore? Or the fact that phone guy dies in the first game, making it hard for him to also be the phone guy in Five Nights at Freddy's 2 if it takes place after. Call me the Phantom Menace, cause every way to Sunday, this game is a prequel. So with that revelation out of the way, we're able to piece together the rest of the timeline and dig a little bit deeper. Posters everywhere in Five Nights 2 welcome you to this new location, implying that there was another Freddy Fazbear's Pizza somewhere before this one. Additionally, the phone guy makes reference to it on night 1, mentioning the old location and how it was left to rot. So we know that there was one Freddy Fazbear's Pizza for the first game, one for the second game, and one that came before both of them that we've never seen.
FNaF 3!
Before that, the phone guy also mentions an even older restaurant called Fredbear's Family Diner, which, aside from its confusingly different name, also had different owners. So let me recap. There's the restaurant from the first game, which is the last in the timeline. The one that you're currently working at in 1987 in Five Nights 2, an older location of Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria left to rot, and the original Fredbear's Diner. Jeez, I hope you're still with me, because this is more complicated than the Zelda timeline. Anyway,
It is not more complicated than the Zelda timeline. Well, it might be, but at least the FNaF timeline doesn't split into 3 branches.
wait, it's at this first location, the diner, where the whole story begins. Submitted for the approval of the Game Theorists Society, this is the true tale of Five Nights at Freddy's. When you
Five
die in
Nights
Five
at
Nights
Freddy's.
2,
Oh,
before
well.
you've even gotten over the jump scare, you sometimes get a screen like this. Oh, turn it off, it's too horrifying. That, youngsters, was E.T. for the Atari, a console that came out before the Yes, around the same time
That's
as
cool.
the dinosaurs. It's widely considered to be
Same time as
the worst game of all time, hence
Guys, 10 likes, and I play this on stream.
me reacting in a horrified manner. See? Humor, folks. But seriously, you get these disturbing death minigames which, true to the 1987 setting, use Atari-esque graphics to depict various horrific events. All the while, a creepy robotic voice spells out letter by letter things like help them, save them, or save him. These death minigames are the most important piece in figuring out the true story behind these games. Let's start with this one. This death minigame has you playing as Freddy, taking cake to screaming children at a birthday party. As Freddy rushes around trying to keep the whole party happy, a single sad child looks on from outside, when suddenly you're powerless to do anything but look on in abject horror as a purple man pulls up in a car, murders the child,
Purple
and
guy!
drives off.
Purple guy! Oh my god, purple guy mentioned!
It's my belief, loyal theorists, that this game takes place at Fredbear's Diner, and is
He
chronologically
said the thing! He said the thing!
the first first event that we see in this timeline. How do I know? Well, it's a small establishment and there's only one animatronic, Freddy, as opposed to all the other games which show other robots. But more importantly, this murdered child is the one that sets everything into motion. One of the new tasks added to Five Nights at Freddy's 2 is winding a mysterious music box that we're told placates one of the animatronics. If you fail to wind the music box, what you're introduced to is this terrifying thing, the puppet. Looks like no
The puppet. I hate the puppet.
face from Spirited Away. You know what else he looks
Wait, it does look like that. Yo!
like? Take a look at that murdered child again. See how his tear tracks remain visible on his face, even after he's dead? If we assume that they'll continue to stay with him into the afterlife, we can make a pretty good case that this kid's murdered spirit eventually found its way into the puppet animatronic. But that's not all.
Whoa, that's so cool. That is actually so cool.
What jump scare happens after this Save Him minigame? After seeing this tear-stained child's murder reenacted in 8-bit, the puppet jumps out of the screen and attacks you. Coincidence? I don't think so. That incident marks the first time the chain is ever associated with a violent act carried out against a child, and we can
Whoa. The first time.
infer that it was this incident that caused the original owners of Fredbear's Diner to sell off to the company now known as Fazbear Entertainment. Now, I don't know about you, but if I was senselessly murdered and left to haunt a crappy pizza place for the rest of my life in the body of an awful-looking clown doll, I'd want to get my revenge as soon as possible. Unfortunately for our vengeful puppet, though, it doesn't quite turn out that way. Fast forward
What? Why not?
a few years to Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, the first location, the one that way. Fast forward a few. Unfortunately for our vengeful puppet, though, it doesn't quite turn out that way. Fast forward a few years to Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, the first location, the one that has yet to appear in a game. This new restaurant is the one we learned about in my earlier episode and throughout the first game, where our pal the murderer uses a golden Freddy suit to lure away and kill 5 children in the back room. As we read through the various articles on the wall, he gets caught the next day, but the bodies are never found, presumably because they've been stuffed into the animatronic suits. The restaurant stays open for a few months until the dead body stink starts to waft off the robots and causes the place to get shut down for health reasons. But how do we know this happened in the first pizzeria's location? Again, we turn to what the phone guy says. On night 2 of Five Nights 2, he mentions the smell coming from the old animatronics, the smell that got the original restaurant shut down. We also know that after the Golden Freddy incident, it took multiple months for the restaurant to get shut down. That couldn't have happened in the restaurant of Five Nights at Freddy's 2, which is shut down on night 6 and into the foreseeable future. But outside of these lore clues, it also makes logical sense. Before the Golden
Why is Spock there? Can we just... I haven't watched an episode of Star Trek. I know Spock is in Star Trek. I'm just gonna stop asking.
Freddy murders, there was one dead child whose tear-stained soul existed in the form of the puppet. But now there are 5 more dead children, and thanks to another of the death minigames, we find out exactly what happened to them. In the Help Them minigame, the puppet stuffs the dead children into the robotic suits, giving their souls new life, and preps them for their eternal mission of vengeance. But MatPat, you say through your chattering teeth, there are only 4 dead children in that game. To which I tell you, look closer, if you dare. For the frame right before Golden Freddy's head jumps out and attacks features the lost 5th dead child. And what's
Oh my god.
started as a haunted puppet has suddenly become an army of possessed animatronics out for revenge. But wait, that's not all we know. We also know the murder was committed by the same guy who killed the first child. How? Look at the Foxy death minigame. Twice, Foxy runs out to meet the kids, but the 3rd time we see the tall purple man again, smiling. Foxy goes into the other room to find 5 dead children. The man
Oh my god.
in purple strikes again. Skip ahead to 1987, finally bringing us to the events of Five Nights at Freddy's 2. The old animatronics have been retired, and the cute new versions of all our favorite friends come equipped with facial recognition software that just so happens to be connected to a sex offender database. Seems like an oddly specific
What? What did he just say?
detail right until you consider that the last restaurant was closed for having children get kidnapped and killed by an employee. It's a safety measure. You see
Oh, okay. I don't know how he.
how it all ties together? So you have
Well, don't know how he got sex offender though.
killed by an employee. It's a safety measure. You see how it all ties together? So you have some animatronics possessed by vengeful spirits and another batch on the prowl for predators. But that doesn't stop our friend the Purple Man from continuing his life's work of murdering children at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. As we learn from the phone guy on nights 4 through 6, the new restaurant is once again under investigation as, well, I'll let him explain.
Hello. What on earth are you doing there? Didn't you get the memo? The place is closed down, at least for a while. Someone used one of the suits. We had a spare in the back, a yellow one. Someone used it. Now none of them are acting right.
The Golden Freddy Killer struck again. The final death minigame also supports this. You, as Freddy, must walk through an exact replica of the building, animatronics all in their proper places, seeing the 5 dead children spread out through the various rooms. And based on what Phone Guy says, it seems like the guilty party was the former night guard, the one who moved to day shift and the one your character replaced. I mean, Phone Guy makes plenty of uncomfortable references to suddenly having an available position during the day.
When we get it all sorted out, we may move you to the day shift. A position just became available. We don't have a replacement for your shift yet, but we're working on it.
But is the Purple Man really someone we've never met, and who's only worked there a week? Or is it someone we trust? Someone with a long history with these characters? Someone no one would suspect? The head guard. The one forced to fill empty positions and teach new recruits by leaving them instructions over the phone. Is the Purple Man the phone guy?
Wait, what?
Ask yourself this. What do we really know about Phone Guy? Let's look at what he says. First, he always speaks like an outsider looking in. He refers to the management of the company as they. So he's not a higher up like the CEO or even a manager. But he's also not a typical day worker, as he says things like the employees and the staff. So he works there, but isn't generally considered a regular member of the company.
I don't know MatPat. I'm just gonna let you talk.
Also know that he's qualified to take the role of a night guard. As we learn, he plans to take over the position sometime after night 6, and is on his way out of the position by the time the first game starts.
For now, just make it through the night. When the place eventually opens again, I'll probably take the night shift myself. I actually worked in that office before you. I'm
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh.
finishing up my last week now, as a matter of fact.
What else do we know? Well, we know that Phone Guy has a long history with the company, being with it at least since the first pizzeria that we haven't played in. He also openly admits that Foxy the Pirate was always his favorite, and that he has never liked the puppet because, as he says, it was always thinking.
See, I told you you wouldn't have any problems. Did, Foxy ever appear in the hallway? Probably not. I was just curious. Like I said, he was always my favorite. I'll be honest, I never liked that puppet thing. It's always thinking, and it can go anywhere.
Okay, but what do we know about
Phone Guy's the killer? I love Phone Guy.
the Purple Guy, the Golden Freddy Killer? Well, let's look at the minigames again. He has a long history with the franchise, killing since it was Fredbear Diner. We see him smiling as he watches Foxy perform, Phone Guy's favorite, right before Foxy sees the room of dead children. We know that the puppet and the killer wouldn't get along, which would explain Phone Guy's discomfort around a creature that he describes as always thinking. And here's the bombshell.
Oh my god.
We know the killer is a security guard. How? On very rare occasions during the Save Them minigame, while Freddy chases the puppet, the Purple Man appears and chases you. Look on his chest. It's an orange badge, the kind that would be given to a security guard. Now look at his eyes. Notice the white spots? An odd, seemingly innocuous detail. But now look at Golden Freddy. Look deep into his dead, vacant eyes. What do you see? 2 white spots.
I mean, how do we know it's Golden Freddy? Like, just how do we know?
Pinpricks, really. Barely visible. they're there. And now finally, what do we see in Purple Guy's hand? Well, the Atari graphics make it tough to discern. It's not like any gun or knife I've seen. No, that to me is very clearly a phone. The robotic voice is spelling out for you, save them, save them. But when Purple Guy, Phone Guy, catches you, the screen crashes and all you're left with is, you can't. But that's not where it ends.
Can't save them?
Internet, as you and I both know, there's still Five Nights at Freddy's 1. If this game is last in line and the puppet is truly pulling the strings behind all of this, you might be asking yourself where he is in Five Nights 1. We know the other animatronics got scrapped, but this ghostly guy should still be around if this timeline I proposed is correct. And get this, the puppet is in the first game. Take a look at the east hallway. Seems pretty normal, right? But every so often, the posters on the walls change to this, a crying child.
Oh my god, it looks like it looks like the puppet.
Two streaming lines down his face. Look familiar? It should. The Five Nights at Freddy's series is about vengeance. One child, 6 children, more, looking for revenge against a sick child killer. The Purple Guy, the guy who just so happens to be the first voice you hear when turning on these games. Save them. Save them. You can't. But hey, that's just a theory. A game theory. Thanks for watching.
He said the thing.
Make sure you wind that music box by clicking the subscribe button. Otherwise, the puppet might get ya.
Am I subscribed?
Click it. Click it. Oh, I guess you were safe after all. It's almost the holiday break. You know what I like to do during this time of love and gladness? Catch up on my favorite TV shows.
Oh,
At
yeah.
this point, I don't have cable and should probably avoid pirating things, which is
You should not avoid piracy. Piracy is good.
why I subscribe to Hulu Plus. And by
What the hell is Hulu?
clicking the link in the description or typing in huluplus.com/MattPat, you can get a free 2-week trial of nonstop binge watch for all your favorite shows like Bleach, One Piece, Family Guy, Sword Art Online
Oh my god, One Piece.
2. Or if you're like me, you'll probably relive the glory days of the 90s by marathoning Sabrina the Teenage Witch for days on end.
I've never heard of that.
Get together with Harvey already! While everyone else is fighting hordes at the mall, you, the smart one, will have done your online shopping and be lounging around working your way through Season 1 of Drunk History. So get your 2-week free trial by clicking on huluplus.com/MattPat. The weather outside may be frightful, but the Hulu Plus is so delightful.
Well, can't you just pirate it?
That was admittedly very cheesy.
Peggy 18.
Okay. So, I'm assuming the Night 6 strat is the same as the Night 5 strat, but let me just check. FNaF 2 guide. Helpful guide to FNaF 2. Here we go. You thought it was over, but not for long. Okay, let's just try it. Okay. So what we do is we wind the music box until that brum brum.
What on earth are you doing there? Didn't you get the memo? The place is closed down, at least for a while.
many ticks am I supposed to do? I feel like I'm doing too many ticks. Because it fills up every time. 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'm dead. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Foxy, why? Foxy, Foxy, Foxy. All of this and more live only on the Channel 5 News. Only on the Channel 5 News. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Three, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my god, Foxy! I was flashing. I would like to take back what I just said. What's the strat for night 6? What the, FNaF 2 night 6 strat? Strat. Wind up the music. Flash the hall 2 to 4 times. 6 ticks for the music box. Freddy head every time the monitor's down. Repeat the routine performed during phone call. Left there, right. Okay. I'm just gonna go to the toilet.
The polite way to converse, when I say, hello, are you okay?
Yes. Can I have food, please?
Yes, you may.
Yes.
Hang on.
What is it?
I don't know.
Food.
I don't know what you're going to have yet.
Cool. Okay. Let me just drag this video here so you guys can watch with me. Oh wait, this is night 5. Night 6, here we go. We're not giving you free advertising.
Hey guys, Ambience here. Today I'm going to be showing you how to beat Night 6 on Five Nights at Freddy's 2, so let's go ahead and get straight into it. This is of course a bonus night that you unlock after beating the main game. I have made guides for every one of those nights, so if you're not quite at this point yet, or you just want to be caught up with the strategy, I would highly recommend checking those out. Alright, let's go ahead and get into it. So as usual, you are going to want to flip over to cam 11 and start winding up the music box. It does tend to wind down pretty quickly on this night, as you can see. I'll let it go for a second. That's how quick it reaches 3/4, so make sure you keep it wound up. Once the more dangerous music starts, then we are going to want to start flashing the hallway. You don't actually need to be checking the vents at this point, but I prefer to, as when I'm talking I can't hear the audio cues super clearly, so basically once you hear banging in the vents, that's when you would normally start checking them, but since I can't hear very well right now, then I'm just going to check them from the start. Alright. So there are a couple properties unique to Night 6 that I wanted to talk about, or they aren't necessarily unique to Night 6, but you won't have encountered them before in a normal playthrough. And the first and most obvious one is Golden Freddy. Golden Freddy actually does have a very rare chance to spawn on nights 2 through 5, but I didn't mention him in those guides, so I didn't confuse any of you guys because the chance of him appearing is very low, so it won't affect the normal run most of the time. Alright, so let's talk about how to deal with Golden Freddy now. So, his main mechanic, as I'm sure you guys know, is appearing in the office slumped over. There are two ways to get rid of him here. You can either put on the Freddy Fazbear mask, or you can raise the monitor. Obviously, putting on the mask is the much safer option here, which you should be doing anyway every time that you drop the monitor, so it won't really be much of an issue. Unlike the other office animatronics, Golden Freddy will instantly disappear after being warded off, which means you don't actually waste any time getting rid of him. So basically it's just like a minor inconvenience if you're not playing well, but otherwise he literally doesn't matter. However, he does have a secondary mechanic that can be a little bit troublesome occasionally. Rarely you can see his head at the end of the hallway, and if you shine the flashlight on that for too long, or you flash it too many times, then his head will fly out of the hallway and attack you. So in order to prevent this, of course, you're just going to want to look at the end of the hallway.
Alright.
If you see Golden Freddy's head there, stop flashing the light immediately, and you should be fine. Don't worry about dying the foxiest way. You're just going to flash, see him there, and then pull up the monitor, put it down, and then start checking again. Alright, let's put on the mask, get rid of Mangle here. There we go. As soon as the radio static stops, then that's when you're going to want to start moving again. Music box does wind down very quickly on this night, so basically, like, make sure that you're not winding it for over, I'd say 7 ticks is probably good.
7
on night
ticks,
6.
okay.
It depends on how well you're dealing with Foxy previously, so if you flashed him a lot recently, you might be able to afford to wind up for an extra tick or 2. But yeah, it does wind down very quickly, so keep in mind this night is very luck-based. Sometimes you'll get just a really bad chain of events, like animatronics will just keep showing up, they'll keep forcing down the monitor, and you won't be able to keep the music box wound up properly. So that sucks, but try not to get discouraged. You probably are going to lose this night a couple times, even if it is completely out of your control, so I wouldn't stress out about it too much. Next thing I wanted to talk about for this night are the AI levels. The AI levels, as you would expect, are pretty high, considering this is night 6. At 2 a.m., they actually kick up quite a lot, and the night becomes significantly more difficult. You actually do not have to worry about Toy Freddy, Toy Bonnie, or Toy Chica before 2 a.m., but they do activate with an AI of 5 after that.
Okay.
Foxy and the Puppet, obviously, have very high AIs on this night, as they are the main threats. BB and Mangle, especially Mangle, have AI levels kick up after 2 a.m., so Mangle's going to be a much more constant threat. And Golden Freddy can start appearing a lot more frequently also. And that was incredibly weird. Mangle literally just disappeared out of existence like within 0.1 seconds of me putting on the mask. So, I'm fine with it. Alright, Balloon Boy is gone. Make sure to flash the hallway a few extra times, of course, after warding off the event animatronics, just to keep them busy. So, basically, this night's kind of actually relaxing. Relaxing feels like the wrong word to use, but compared to later, I think it definitely fits. So, it's actually pretty relaxing, I guess, before 2 a.m., and then it just becomes an absolute nightmare. So, once again, you're probably going to fail this the first couple times. If you actually do this first try, never attempting it before, then huge props to you. I could not do that. I could not come close. Okay, I think they're gone now. I'm going to be a little quieter than usual at some points, by the way, as I do have to listen for audio cues just to ensure that I actually survived this night. But one of the other things that I wanted to talk about, really the other thing that I wanted to mention in this video, is don't rush. So what I mean by this, obviously you are going to have to move very fast. It is Five Nights at Freddy's, and that requires moving very fast, obviously. But you're going to want to plan out your moves in advance by a couple seconds, instead of just throwing your mouse everywhere, like completely panicking. Just don't panic, basically. Like, Night 6 is obviously very stressful, but just kind of have a strategy going into it, predict what you're going to do over the next few seconds, if possible, and just try to keep some order. Because if you start throwing your mouse everywhere, and you start trying to do things too fast, like you start not even paying attention to what's in the vents when you check the lights, that's going to be problematic, and it's probably going to get you killed many, many times. So, just calm down a little bit. Like, when it's required, yes, you are going to have to move very quickly, but don't rush through everything. If you can take your time on something, then do it. That was very close, and I honestly do not know how I am alive. I actually stopped talking because I thought I was going to die there 100%. So, here's something that you guys may not know. This is unique to Toy Bonnie, as far as I know. Toy Chica may have this property also. This is going to be real close. I really hope I got that. I don't know. I feel like I'm going to lose this. Alright, it's 5 a.m. I'm probably going to make it. Oh boy, as you can see, guys, this night's very, very difficult. I'm honestly just glad that I made it to 5 a.m. Hopefully, I can finish this out. So, sorry if this guide wasn't like incredibly informative, but I think you actually learn a little bit more by watching the gameplay than the general tips that I'm going to give you. Just see how I react to things and how I deal with situations. Basically, if you're in a situation where you are 100% going to die, if you do not wind the music box or you do not flash the hallway, forget about everything else. If there's no way that you can ward off a vent animatronic like Toy Bonnie, just pull up the monitor and wind up the music box. Drop it as soon as you can afterward, like as soon as you get enough ticks that you can actually survive. But basically, in some situations where it's really, really bad, sometimes you're just gonna have to risk everything. Worst case scenario is you lose, which was gonna happen anyway. And sometimes you can actually pull off some really clutch things, like I did during this video. So we should be real close to 6 a.m. I just want to ensure that I hit it, because I have had to attempt this multiple times now. Goes BB. Alright, guys, there we go, 6 a.m. So as you can see, night 6 is very hectic. I'm going to try to give out some more general tips, since I was stressing out a lot during that run, which is ironic, because one of my tips was to not stress out a bunch. But basically, I was just being quieter, because I needed to actually hear audio cues. I definitely should have done post-commentary for this in hindsight, but, might as well make the best of it. So, as I was saying earlier, don't rush if possible. Like, you're gonna have to move fast, like I said, but plan out what you're doing just a couple seconds
Hello,
in advance.
Trango
Don't go
Easy.
crazy with the mouse or anything. Move quickly, but make sure that you're paying attention to everything. You want as much information as possible. If you don't have information in FNaF 2, then it's going to be very difficult, no matter how mechanically talented you are. So just slow it down a little bit when it's possible. Take your time. Make sure you check the vent. If you're sure there's nothing there, the instant you're absolutely 100% sure there's nothing in the right vent, that's when you pull up the monitor. Otherwise, there's a very high chance that you can get killed. And sometimes you're going to be pushed into
8 times.
very high pressure situations, very clutch situations, and at this point there is a very high chance that you will lose, but it is sometimes possible to get out of this like I did on this run. I'm actually really glad that happened, so I got to kind of showcase to you guys what it looks like. So if you're in that situation where you have to wind up the music box, but Toy Bonnie's in the vent, if he...
Okay, so, chat, the strat is, we wind the music box until, we hear the noise, and then we start checking everything, and then if Foxy's there, we flash him 8 times. Don't know if it's like one for 6 ticks. So just wind the music box for 6 ticks all the time. Okay. Okay, let's do this. One, two, three, four. One, two, three, four, 5. One, two, three, four, 5. One, two, three, four, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You flash Foxy in for the majority of the other characters. It's the boss, but if you use it too much, Pepper will kill you. One, two, three, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, Foxy's not there. Five. One, two, three, 4, 5. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my God, Foxy! Foxy, why? 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 Do I have to keep the mask down for 5 seconds? Or is that only like 10-20 mode? I'll just spam flash him. Yeah, Foxy can't see through the mask. The mask. I can't. I hate that. Okay. Okay, so basically, just absolutely flash the hell out of him. Sure. annoying. Boy, is so annoying. He has not bothered me once. It's more foxy. Yep, baby's there. Oh. Oh my god, Bonnie, can you not? Can you not? We're cooked. Puppet, what? It's not even the puppet that's the problem. I was about to wind the music box, and Bonnie just, he just had to pull the cameras down to prevent me from winding the music box. I guess it's kind of funny. Maybe funny is the wrong word, but like, it's don't use mask too much. Do you think I should have it on for like 5 seconds? Because I know that's the Golden Freddy mode strat. Or should I just put it on, then take it off, then just absolutely spam the hell out of the control button? Is that what I should do? Puppet killed you and him. How long should I keep the mask on for? FNaF 2 Night 6. How long should I keep the mask on? Night 6, 7 tips. Here we go. First, why? Before you put your camera up and after you put it down, flash twice. Before you put your mask up, to cancel. Try animatronics, mangle the on the living boy flashlight. Doing that trick to an old animatronic because it's on this. That toy chica kill you. What? Right. So we wind until we hear the noise, and when we hear banging in the vents, we start checking. Oh my god, Foxy! I swear to God, Foxy, I will hunt you down and kill you. Foxy, I swear, Foxy, I swear, I will kill you. I swear. Oh my god, Foxy, I hate you so much, Foxy. Like, come on, Foxy, I hate you so much. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you. Put all your organs in a jar. Yeah, yeah. All your organs will be put in a jar. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Your organs will be put in a jar. Yeah, you're gonna be put in a jar. Your organs will be put in a jar. Hello, Team Sonic. I'm slowly losing the will to live. Over Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Yeah. Do you have any tips for night 6? Preferably, tips that are not put your mouse over the Freddy poster and press CD and plus. Cause I want to beat it normally. I want 3 stars. I want 2 stars. If I can get 2 stars, I'll be happy. Do you have any tips? Did you finish night 5? Yes, I finished night 5. Yeah. I did that earlier. Yeah. Do you wanna see my music? It's good. Trust. Do you think it was good? Oh, wait. Do I genuinely suck? Yeah. I genuinely don't know how to do this. Poseidon, 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 Poseidon. Should I play one night at Flump Days or? I genuinely don't know how to do night 6. Like, I keep dying to Foxy, and it's literally not my fault. It's like stupid, random stuff. Do you guys think I should just move on to FNaF 3? Because I might actually do that. I'm gonna be streaming again tomorrow. I will give you content every day. I will give you some form of content to consume. I don't really know like how to though. Can you give me some tips? I'm slowly losing the will to live. I genuinely don't know how to do it. I'm trying to prove to this guy that I'm Zadra37. He's called like Omar or something. I'm not. I'm literally Zadra37.
I said 2 million subs, so I'm dying.
Hello, Birdly. Why did you say said hi? Why do people say like said hi? Can't you just like say hi? Like, what does said hi mean? Like, if you just say hi, I'll know you said hi. Yeah, why do people say said hi? Why do people say said hi? When they join streams. Said hi is an option YouTube. If is it? I didn't know that. Do you have any tips for night 6? So I don't know how to do this. Wait, why did night 6? Why does continue saying night 6? Night 6 is easy. You did. Thanks for that, Birdly. Birdly Delta Rune. Thanks, Birdly Delta Rune. Very helpful. Dark Souls is also easy. You also have to not die. Isn't it crazy that in order to beat most games, you just have to not die? Because Cuphead's actually really easy, you just have to not die. Because FNaF isn't scary. You just have to not be scared, then it won't be scary. I'm gonna go ask for a bit. Yeah. Break. Yo, what's up? I'm back. Me and ice cream. You beat Beppy first try on Cuphead. No, I didn't. Took me ages. You should put a dancing helpy in the corner. Don't know how to do that. Maybe I could find a GIF. I'll figure it out. Just need a GIF with no background. Alright, then I download it. Okay. Making a Deltarune fan. Do you have any tips for night 6? Aside from not dying. You forgot the night 6 strat. Okay, I'm just gonna do it. Good luck, I suppose. Thank you for supposing that. Where's the screen? But you can't see the screen. I haven't heard any banging yet. The screen is gone. I'm sorry you can't see the screen. Are you watching vertical or horizontal? Two, three, four, five, six. You're watching the vertical screen. Two, three, four, five. Six. One, two, three, four, five. Bro, go away. Bro, Foxy, I swear to God. Okay, let me... Okay. I see what's going on. There we go. I know you're not watching it. But the vertical stream is fixed now. If you prefer to watch a vertical stream, then that's fine. You can do that. But just watch whatever you want. Just watch which one you prefer. It doesn't matter though, as long as you're watching my content. That's the only thing that matters. Because if you do not watch my content, I will sacrifice you. I like this better. That's good. Okay, I think BB's in the fence. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Could be blue. And might as well just don't do it again. Message retracted. You retracted your message about Mighty Lord Zadref. How dare you? How dare you not devote your life to your Mighty Lord? When I'm old in the 1, 2, 4, 5. When I'm old in the retirement home, I'm gonna get flashback of like whenever someone says like mighty or like lords, I'm gonna have flashbacks. And it's gonna be your fault. Bro, Foxy. So you can't do anything. Zadref casts no grave. No, I do not get that reference. It's a Deltarune reference. I'm pretty sure that's like Deltarune or something. Can you like Google the strat and tell me? Oh. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Big Rave is genocide. Okay. I've heard of it. This has been cranked up to 11. Ah! Foxy, please. Foxy. Oh, one of the mini games. Okay. What is this goofy noise? What is that? What is that? SAVE THE save that. What the hell? That is weird. I just can't do this. Because it's either I don't have my mask on for long enough while Balloon Boy's there, Bonnie or Chica force down my cameras too many times while I'm winding the music box so the puppet gets me. And then it's just so weird. I can't do this. So one more time. I promise you guys I will stream this tomorrow. I will stream it tomorrow. And if I cannot beat it, if I cannot beat it in, we did 2 3-hour streams for FNaF 1. So if I cannot beat it in 2-3 hour streams, then we will skip. We will skip. We'll skip. We'll skip to FNaF 3. Okay, Foxy's probably gone. Hi, Bodhi Chilwit. Oh, Colwit. Hello. Wait, I recognize that name from somewhere. You love my music. Wait. Are you the guy? Are you the guy? Banging the fence. Oh, cadets, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's where I recognize that name. Okay. This night is insanely hard. What guy? Mangle. Oh my god! Foxy, please! Please, Foxy, please. Please, Foxy, please. Foxy, please. Foxy, please. I hate you. I hate you, Foxy. Foxy, I will hunt you down. I will kill you. I will stuff you inside a suit. See how you like it. I will jump onto your face and eat your head. Bye. Goodbye. I will not kill you. Snowgrave is literally picking the weirdest options and also freezing people to death in chapter 2. It's called the weird route, but Snowgrave sounds cooler. Okay. Okay. So I only have time for a couple more attempts. So what I'm gonna do is just keep going until A in the correct time zone, and then after that what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna end the stream. But I will be doing another one tomorrow as soon as I can, and I promise you will get your content. You will get your content. You have to. I know I have to flash Foxy, but I was too busy doing other stuff. It sucks. It sucks. And no. Okay. You know what we have to do, chat? We have to boop. We haven't been booping. That's the one reason. We haven't been booping. We won't have time, but start the night, just boop, okay? We boop like 5 times, okay? And I guarantee we will win. That is Foxy. One, two, three, 4, 5. Banging the fence. Wait, Golden Freddy 2 times in a row? Where'd you get that cool avatar from? Oh, it's this cool thing called VideoTube. It's one of the default avatars. Don't know if I'll get copyrighted for it, but oh. Oh. Oh, oh. Oh, toy body. Golden Freddy, please. Please. I'm I'm gonna end the stream here. I cannot handle this. I got to 4 a.m. If I'm gonna put a thing on the screen. Text. Time to beat my time to beat 4 a.m. by Birdley Deltarune. Okay. Bye.